Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be telling you all the tips you need to know to grow your natural hair, all the tips I use in growing my natural hair, from this to that. I've had so many DMs concerning what I use on my hair, how I view my hair, so I'm going to answer all that in this video. So let's get right into it. First off, you should decide if you really want to go natural. There are two ways to go natural. It's either by having a big chop that's cutting off your relaxed hair off, or any other type of hair that you have, you cut that off and then you begin your natural hair, or you transition. Transition means you are gradually cutting off your relaxed hair as your natural hair is growing off your scalp. And so any other ways you choose to start your natural hair journey is fine. I'm not here to tell you whether having a big chop is the best or transitioning is the best. So you have to decide which one you want to go by, either transitioning or having a big chop. The next thing you need to know is your hair type. There are a lot of hair types. We have from type 1 to type 4. So the kinky curly hair is mostly type 4 hair, and that one too is also categorized into 3 types, which is 4A, 4B, 4C and onward. And then if you have the soft hair, which is mostly like, let's say the half caste people, that's mostly their hair is type 3AB, 3A, 3B, 3C, almost like that. So I have 4B to 4C hair type, depending on how my hair texture is reacting to product or water. So, and then after knowing your hair type, the next thing to know is your hair porosity. I have a video on how to test your hair porosity. You can check that video out. I'll leave the link in the description box or the card above if you know how to check your hair porosity. Hair porosity means your ability for your hair to absorb moisture and then retain moisture. And then the hair porosity also, we have 3 types. We have high porosity, medium and then low porosity. Mostly if you are type 4B or 4C, mostly your hair porosity will tend to be low porosity. So like I said, I have a video on everything you need to know about hair porosity. Now the next thing you need to know is your hair regimen. I have a video on that as well. I have a video on how to make your own hair regimen, everything you need to know about hair regimen. I have a video on that, but the summary of it is that hair regimen is the way you take care of your hair, or the routine you have, or the routine you have set for yourself to take care of your hair. That's if you want to wash your hair weekly, twice a month, or once a month, or once in 3 months, 2 months. It's all up to you. That's the way you take care of your hair. Is called regimen, or it's called hair regimen. So inside this hair regimen, you need to have hair products. If you are new to this hair journey, you don't need to concentrate on having the best hair product. You need to concentrate on having a healthy hair, because if you tend to concentrate on having the best product, you end up not taking care of your hair. Rather than concentrating on product, you need to concentrate on how to take care of your hair. So after all this, the next thing I did was incorporate Ayurvedic product. I've been using Ayurvedic for a year plus now, and trust me, it has changed the health of my hair. Like, it's one of the best decisions I took for my hair last year. Trust me, it has helped my hair in so many ways. I've not complained. I've stopped complaining about dandruff. I stopped complaining about dry hair. I have all of these videos on how to make your own Ayurvedic hairspray, hair growth oil, hair butters. I have all these videos on my channel. You can check my playlist for these videos. And some of these herbs that I recommend you should use is fenugreek seed, cloves, moringa, amla chamber, and the rosemary. These are my favorites. Ayurvedic. I don't expect you to use every herb that I've mentioned or any other herbs. You don't need to use everything. What you need to do is to find 1 or 2 of these herbs that I've mentioned, or any other herbs that you know of. You need to start using them for a period of 1 month to 2 months, and then you see difference, and be consistent with them, and then you see results. So Ayurvedic has really changed my hair journey. So if you don't want to do DIYs, which is making your own Ayurvedic, which is the hairspray or oils or hair butters, I would recommend you get a product that you use solely Ayurvedic for their hair products. I mean, there are a lot of good brands out there, and I cannot mention brands because no brand has promoted this video. So try and look out for these Ayurvedic brands. I mean, brands that have used herbs in their production of their product, and they are very, very affordable as well. And also, you don't need to use all the brands you come across. I mean, you can't use every brand you come across, right? So try and patronize these black brands. They are really, really good because they know what our hair needs and all, and how our hair react to this product. So try and patronize them. So just try and get 1 or 2 products, and then you're good to go. Thank you very much. Next thing is to wash your hair regularly. Dirt does not grow hair. No. Having dirt on your hair does not grow hair. At the end of the day, you end up having product buildup or dandruff or lice in your hair. Keeping your hair 3 months without wash, 6 months without wash, 1 month or 2 months without wash, that doesn't grow hair. You need to wash your hair regularly. If you're someone who wash your hair once in a month, that's fine. If you wash your hair once in 2 weeks, once in 1 week, it's all up to you. I wash my hair every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the style I have now. Right now I have protective style, so that means I've not washed my hair in 2 weeks now. So you need to find what works for you. You have to wash your hair regularly. The next thing is you need to deep condition your hair, or you have to use deep conditioner on your wash days. Don't skip that. If you use them, it helps in softening your hair, helps in moisturizing your hair, also helps in detangling your hair easily, and also thereby help in less breakage. So deep conditioning is very, very important. The next thing you need to know is also your leave-in conditioners. After washing and using your deep conditioners, the next thing you need to do is to use your leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioner is going to keep the moisture in your hair. Also, as well, helps in detangling your hair easier. You need to use leave-in conditioner, and the next thing to do is to use your hair butter or hair oil. This is going to seal in that moisture you already have in your hair. The moisture in your hair is not going to evaporate easily, or your hair is not going to dry up easily. The oils you use or the hair butters you use helps in sealing the moisture in your hair. So it's very, very important to use either your hair growth butters or your hair oils. Very, very important. The next thing I do is to massage my scalp. I discovered this about 6 months now, and trust me, it's giving my scalp that good sensation. So after applying your hair oil or your hair butters in your hair, or your hair growth spray that I use on this channel, I'll advise you give your scalp about 5 minutes scalp massages. Trust me, this is really, 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 really good. After applying hair growth oils in your scalp or on your hair or your hair butters, you need to massage that product into your scalp. It is very, very important. Trust me, it's going to help grow your hair. The next thing you need to do is use satin bonnet, scarf, or pillowcases. This is very, very important. I don't know if we give advice or we give tips like this, you really do follow them or not, but you need to use satin scarf or bonnet at night. I shared a picture like this on my IG page, and people were shocked at seeing the protective style at 13 day. When I had this protective style on, what I did was use my satin scarf. I didn't use the satin bonnet. I used scarf in holding my protective style intact. So that's what helped in keeping my protective style neat in even day 13 like this. So you need to use satin scarf or satin bonnet or pillowcases. The use of this is going to help prevent your hair from surfacing on a dry cotton material. That's going to make your hair dry faster. So satin scarf is going to prevent hair dryness and then hair frizziness, and also thereby prevent hair breakage. So using this is very, very good. You need to consider that. The next thing you need to know is heat. Using heat on your hair. Your hair does not need too much heat. If you are low porosity and also have 4C hair or 4B hair, and then you do deep conditioning all the time, that is already heat on your hair. So heat is good, but too much of it is really, really bad. There are ways, if you want to stretch your natural hair, there are so many ways you can stretch your hair without using heat. I have a video on that as well, so kindly do check that video out on how to stretch your natural hair without using heat. Also, those who like doing silk pressed hair, like stretching your hair using heat, if you do that, make sure the person doing that for you is a professional, and also use heat protector on your hair before you use direct straightener on your hair, before you end up damaging all these years you use in growing your natural hair, using a day to damage your hair. So make sure the person doing your silk press is a professional, and also use a heat protector on your hair, and also make sure you use the right oils and then the right leave-in conditions before you silk press your natural hair. Another important tip you need to know is making sure your hair is hydrated. That is, your hair have the enough or the good moisture it needs. Your hair does not need to be dry. Don't comb your hair on dry hair. If your hair is dry and then you comb, leads to disaster, a lot of breakage. So you need to make sure your hair is moisturized all the time. And when I mean all the time, doesn't mean your hair needs to be over moisturized. That's also bad. Just make sure the right amount of moisture is in your hair. Moisture means your hair has water in it. That's why I advise you use, that's why I said earlier, you need to be using your leave-in conditioners, and also make sure you deep condition your hair. That helps in keeping moisture in your hair. When your hair is dry, all you need to do is spray in water or use your leave-in conditioner, and then you apply your hair butter, and then you are good to go. Very, very easy step. If you don't have your leave-in conditioner, you can just spray in water, apply your hair butter, and then seal in with your hair growth oil. So that's it. Make sure your hair does not dry. And the next tip you need to also know is always use the right tool to comb your hair. This is also a very, very important tip. I, for one, have been using Afro comb for all the years I started my natural hair journey. That is what I use. I have a video on using the right tool as well. Yes, practically I've made videos on everything you can think about on natural hair. So I have a video on the right tool to use to comb your hair and how to keep your tools clean as well. I have a video on that, so I'll leave all these links in the description box so you can check those videos out. And the important tip is that you need to concentrate on having healthy hair, and then the length of your hair will follow. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Kindly do watch the other videos I mentioned in this particular video. It's really, really, really helpful if you do that. And I'll see you all lovelies in my next video. Bye.